Alright guys, seems like Asphalt 9 newest update patch notes has just been released, so today I will be having an in-depth look into them and some of the major news they bring to the game, as well as the new cars and much more. So let's get into it. As usual, I think it's a fair assumption to begin with the new card, so let's go straight on topic. During the very first season of this update that, let's remember, is the last update before Asphalt Legends Unite arrives, we will get the chance to unlock the Lotus ER9, which apparently seems to be the next king of B-Class, with an absolutely massive acceleration stats and top speed that, if it's true that it's not better than the McLaren F1 LM top speed, it's not slower by a huge margin, so as the stats say, it seems like we have a new B-Class king coming on its own special event during the first half of this upcoming update. During this first season, we will have the chance to unlock the brand new Grand Prix car, which is the Maserati GT2, which has an insanely cool decal, I have to say. This C-Class car can't be considered king looking at its rank, but it has a quite balanced top speed combined with a really nice acceleration and an okayish nitro efficiency, so it could be interesting for collection, but as I said, I don't think it will be something crazy in terms of overall performance. The Legends Pass car featured on these two seasons will be the Aston Martin DB12, which in all honesty definitely looks like a Legends Pass car, not gonna lie. Nothing not even close to be interesting aside from collection purposes, but the nitro and top speed aren't bad, so I can't say it will be completely useless. Now it's time to focus into the cars we will have the chance to unlock during the second part of this update. This is on the Supercharged Season Part 2, featuring as the main dish the Nissan GT-R Neon Edition, coming directly from Asphalt 9 China, as what it looks like a better version of the Pininfarina Battista, but with slower top speed and a bit less rank points. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not as competitive as it could be on these Devil 16 multiplayer days. One way or another, I have to admit that it looks absolutely insane. Oh, and I almost missed out this one, but the McMurty Sperling will be featured on its own Unleash event, and the stats are almost as crazy as the shape of the car. It almost has 91 points of acceleration, but the top speed is definitely quite bad. If I had to bet, I would say that it will be funny to troll around in multiplayer, but I don't know, we will have to wait and see. The fact that this car is released through an Unleash event makes me wonder if the McMurty Sperling will be required on the Nissan Neon Edition special event, considering how Gameloft gave the requirements of the Lotus ER9 special event, but not those of the Nissan Neon Edition special event, which is weird to say the least. Alright, but enough car jumping for now. It's time to have a look at all the events and, more importantly, the special events that this update has ready for us. Aside from the Lotus ER9 special event, which I already mentioned, during the first part of this update we will get the following special events, which you can check on screen right now, and not gonna lie, this first half of the season is going to be extra spicy with the Faraday Future comeback as an Unleashed car, as well as the most important thing for many of you guys, the special hand of the Glickenhaus 007S. And let's not forget that the SEC Tuatara is coming back with its own special event, so for many of you, this may be the chance to get one of the best cards for this livestream. If we have a look at some of the time limited events we will get during this first half of the season, I have to admit that those are not as interesting as I expected them to be, but in general this first season is great in terms of content, let's get real here. However, if we have a look at the second season of this update, it starts with the Nissan Neon Edition special event, as well as the Sperling Unleash event. And well, I didn't expect to see this collab, but Asphalt 9 will have a My Hero Academia special event, which as far as I'm aware, it's like some kind of anime or manga. I'm not sure since I have only seen one anime in my entire life and it was years ago. Anyways, this My Hero Academia special event will feature a ton of different decals, some of them animated and that stuff, but I guess this will be like the Hololive special event, so expect this Aspark Owl decal to cost you like 70 bucks or so, I guess. Having a quick look at the time limited events from this second season, there is nothing outstanding really, aside from the McLaren Artura Legendary Hunt, so you can have a quick look at them since I'm showing them on screen right now, and now let's jump into the final details. On May the 29th, the game will undergo maintenance on Windows, Xbox and Steam, so the events will end 1 hour before they usually do, and hopefully the maintenance break won't be way too long. Oh, and in case you missed it, there is a new redeem code included in these patch notes, available for a few days after the patch notes are publicly shown, which is in this case Super Summer, all in caps. So make sure to claim it from the link of my description in order to get some free stuff from Gameloft, which is always great. Something else that I would like to point out is the fact that there isn't any single mention about when will iOS and Android players have access to Gameloft ID, so once that Asphalt Legends Unite arrives, they can switch from one platform to the other. I guess this is either because they are still making a small adjustment to the Gameloft ID platform as a whole, or maybe it's because some other issues which we don't know so far, but it's weird because, as I told you guys right at the beginning of this video, this is the very last Asphalt 9 Legends update before Asphalt Unite arrives, but I guess that only time will tell us. Let me know your thoughts about this upcoming update in the comment section, drop your like and make sure to subscribe in order to not to miss absolutely anything about Asphalt 9 Legends, and I will see you really soon as usual with much more Asphalt content. Goodbye guys.